Hi guys, it's Ebony and I wanted to do a quick face of the day video to show you guys how my makeup turned out using this Profusion palette that I recently hauled. This is the Profusion Smokey palette that I picked up from Walgreens for $5. And I wanted to show you how the makeup turned out just in case you were interested in these palettes, because these palettes aren't really talked about very much on YouTube. At least I hadn't heard of them before I saw them in Walgreens, and I actually think that they're pretty good palettes. I mean, they're not super high quality, but they definitely work well. I didn't use a base today on my eyes with the eyeshadow, and the colors blended wonderfully and they turned out really well. So I picked up a few like 5 color palettes that I showed you guys in a separate video, and those are really great. And this particular Profusion palette, the Smoky palette, is really great too. So I used it for my eye makeup today, if you can see. And I think it turned out really soft and pretty. So let me show you guys what I used. So this is what the palette looks like if you remember from my haul. So what I actually used a dark color on both the inner and the outer corners of my eyes, and then also in the crease. And for that I used this dark gray color right here. This is like a dark charcoal. This is more like a matte black, and this is more like a dark charcoal color, and I used that dark charcoal color to do the outer, the inner, and the crease. And then for the middle color, if you can see that, for the middle color I wanted it to be light so it can kind of pop against the darker perimeter. So I actually mixed this taupe color and this pink color. And let me do some swatches for you all. And I know my lighting is kind of weird because the way my window is, the light is kind of, I don't know, it's coming through choppy. You can even see my mini blinds on this back wall, but this is the lighting that I got to work with right now. So I'm going to swatch this taupe color, and I'm going to swatch this pink color. And I actually mixed the two colors when I was doing my makeup, because I didn't want a pinky color and I didn't want a taupey color. I wanted something in the middle. So if you can see that, that's the pink color and that's the taupe color. And it's more like a satin finish. It's not really shimmery. It's more like a satin finish. So it has like a sheen to it, but it's not shimmery. So I'll do a close-up on my eyes in a second. So that's what I used in the middle. And then, like I said, I used this charcoal gray color on the outer part of my eye right here. Okay, and then to kind of highlight underneath my brow bone, I used that same taupe color that I mixed to put on my lid. And then as a transition color, if you can see, it's kind of like a warm brown color, I used this color right here, which is a beautiful transition color. It's like a warm brown. It's a little bit reddish, but it's not too red, so it makes a gorgeous transition color. So that's the one that I used. Let me swatch that for you. And you can't really see it because it kind of, well, you can, but it kind of blends in with my skin, but it's a little bit darker. And it just makes a really pretty transition color if you're trying to transition from dark to light. So that was the Profusion Smoky palette, and I really recommend this. As far as quality, I wouldn't say it's comparable to Urban Decay or MAC or anything like that. But if you have good technique as far as applying makeup, you can make some beautiful looks with this palette. And you don't have to spend a lot of money on eyeshadows, because it's $5 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shadows. So that's pretty good. So $5 for 10 shadows, so that's like 50 cents a shadow. So that's pretty good. Alright, so for the rest of my face, I'll go through it real quickly. So for my foundation, I used the MAC Matchmaster in 8.0. Yes, 8.0. And then for my powder, I used the Studio Fix powder in NW45. For my blush, I pulled out an oldie but a goodie, and this is MAC's Raisin. I haven't used this blush in forever. I don't know what made me decide to use it today, but it gave me, like, if you can look through like the lighting that's coming through the blinds, but it gave me like a nice reddish tan on my cheeks, and it's MAC Raisin. It's a beautiful color. Okay. I like pink blushes. I don't know why I'm more fond of pink blushes, but this is a gorgeous reddish colored blush. That's MAC Raisin. Okay, and then for my lips, I use NYX Espresso Lip Pencil, which is almost used up, but it's right there. And this is like a reddish brown color. And then for my lipstick, I use one of my favorite Covergirl lipsticks. And I think I put this in my top 5 favorite Covergirl lipsticks video. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below. But it is Covergirl's Penelope Pink. It's like this. And I will swatch that for you. So this is a really baby doll type pink color. It's right there. But it looks good if you blend it with a darker liner. It looks good for brown skin. But it's a very light pink color. I wouldn't recommend wearing it on its own unless you can pull it off. But my skin tone, I can't pull it off, so I have to use a darker liner. But it's a gorgeous color. It's not really a fall color, but you know, I wear certain lipstick colors that I like. I will wear them year round. I don't care if it's fall, spring, summer. I will wear them year round. So it's not necessarily a fall color, but it's such a pretty color. I love this color. And what else? Oh, I topped it with NYX's Natural Lip Gloss. Natural lip gloss. It's like a pinky nude. So it kind of toned down this pink just a little bit. It's like a pinky nude. So, and what else? Oh, mascara. I think I got this like a trial size mascara in like a Sephora order, and this is the Hypnose Star. I think it's Lancome. Yes, Lancome. And I actually don't purchase Lancome anything as far as makeup, but this was one of those samples when you order from Sephora, and I really like it. So I think I'm going, depending on the price, I don't know how much a full size will cost, but depending on the price, I will go back and get like a full size one because I really like it. And then lastly, to highlight my inner tear ducts, I use this NYX eyeliner pencil, retractable waterproof eyeliner in silky cashmere. And I love these NYX pencils. If you haven't tried them, you definitely have to. But if you can see that, it's like a soft gold color. It's not like a yellowy gold, but it's like a soft, almost rose gold. And all I do is I take the pencil and I put it right here. Okay, I put it right here, and it's an easy way to highlight the inner corner of your eye. So that's what I used, and let me just do a close-up so you can see how this Profusion palette performs. Can you see that? So you have the gray, you have the taupe lid color, you have the gray, you have the reddish brown transition color, and then you have, I used the taupe to highlight. Okay, and then I just did like a soft gold inner corner. So that's it. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this Face of the Day video. I will be back again soon. I have a couple more videos I need to do, so I'll probably will do them all today, but then it'll take a little while to edit them and get them up. So they'll be up after this, maybe the following few days. But thanks so much for watching. Talk to you guys again soon. Bye.